pineapple upside down cookies. These are amazing. The candied pineapple on the top is so yummy and so pretty. We made two versions. This one, we thought it would be cool to modify a cake mix to make a cookie dough, and then this one is from scratch because both have their place, right? I wanted to make a really thick sugar cookie that's not too crunchy or too crumbly, but something that's just like the right amount of soft and chewy to hold up to the pineapple. The cake mix cookie dough turned out really good. It was a simple modification, turned out very cookie-like though. It just has a little bit of cakiness, which actually goes really well with the idea. In the scratch one, we used just a super simple sugar cookie recipe. We just added a little cornstarch to make sure that the cookie stays soft, and a little extra vanilla so that the flavor of the cookie can really hold up to the flavor of the pineapple. We did make sure to use a muffin tin to keep it from spreading, so it maintains this really pretty shape, and it also creates this really nice rich sweet crust around the edge from the butter and the sugar. It's really good. Now just remember that this recipe and all of our weekly recipes are on onestopcookieshop.com, or you can also get weekly updates on our Facebook group, One Stop Cookie Shop. But let's make these cookies. Great, we're starting with mixing 1 part melted butter into 2 parts brown sugar. Now the key to the upside down part of pineapple upside down is this butter and brown sugar that becomes that amazing glaze. So just spoon a little bit into the bottom of your muffin tin and assemble your pineapple and cherry. Now we are going to make the scratch cookie first. Start with creaming butter and just plain old granulated sugar for this one. 1 egg and double the vanilla, which you can never really go wrong with anyway, in my opinion. We're going to sift together the dry ingredients, which is not absolutely necessary, but it evenly incorporates things so you don't overmix and make a tough cookie. We did try a couple more complex recipes, but this just nice, simple, sweet, and buttery dough actually ended up being our favorite for this. Now we're using a really big scoop of cookie dough here, which I think works well for this one. You can use less and then just reduce the cooking time a bit. We're going to be making the cake mix cookie dough next, using a stick of butter, 1 egg, and just a little bit of milk. Maybe you've done this sort of thing before. I've seen funfetti cookies mostly a lot. But basically, you've got a little bit more leavener in the cake mix than you would normally use for cookie dough, but it actually works great if you just reduce the moisture. Just smooth them out a little bit with a spatula, and they're ready to go in the oven for 25 minutes, which is long for cookies, but they're really big, thick cookies. Ooh, beautiful and browned on top. They are ready to flip. It's a little difficult to pull off the hot tins, just be careful please, but oh my gosh, they are melt in your mouth. Delicious. So as you can see, they're both pretty easy to make. They're both really delicious. They're so pretty and impressive. We have lots of other cool ideas too that we're doing on our weekly cookie recipes, so you can get updates for that on our Facebook group, One Stop Cookie Shop, or by signing up for our newsletter at onestopcookieshop.com. We also have some other cool stuff. We're doing giveaways, and we have cookie quizzes that are really neat. If you also want to check out my cooking channel, it's Tabletop Eats. You can find it on Facebook, YouTube, or tabletopeats.com. Thank you for watching. I'm your humble host, Carly, and I'll see you next time. I'll go eat some cookies.